In this video, you are going to learn how to naturally increase your testosterone. I want to get to steroid levels naturally. You could just take the easy way and take a needle to your arm, but what is the fun of that? What is the reward that you get from cheating the system? And the reason why you want to have high testosterone is because you're going to think better, you're going to have more muscle, you're going to have stronger bones, more energy. Overall, you're going to be more motivated as a man, you're going to be more driven, and you're going to dominate in all areas of your life. Rather than being low testosterone, you're going to have a big belly. That's the worst one of all because you're not going to attract any woman. You're not going to attract your future spouse when she sees you take your shirt off. You're going to have all of this. Like as a man, you're not supposed to have that. You're going to have low sex drive. You're going to have depression issues. That's a big one right there. When I was growing up and I had low testosterone, I was literally like depressed. I was literally like I woke up and I had tears and I was all of that stuff. That's a story for a different time. I was tired constantly, mental fogginess. No one talks about this, but many fitness influencers, they just focus on protein and macros, but it's not about that. It's about having high testosterone because you feel better when you have high testosterone. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get 1000 plus and my plan to get to 1000 plus nanograms per deciliter naturally. So the first thing that you want to be doing is removing the estrogens in your life. These are going to be the 6 common endocrine disruptors. See, many people are going to think you're crazy for doing all this. Many people think I am. They think I'm like a psychopath for doing all this. But if you want to get extreme results in your life, having steroid level testosterone naturally is not something that you're just going to come across easy. You have to put in the work. And I'm going to go over each one of these and tell you what to avoid. So the first one is going to be personal care products. This one's self-explanatory. If you're using Dove shampoo and body wash like what I was using when I was growing up, obviously you're going to have low testosterone. Look at the chemical list and you realize that these chemicals should be banned in the US, which they are not, unfortunately. So I want you to go through your shower and get rid of anything that is bad. Get rid of all the body washes, the shampoos, the soaps, like any personal care product that you have, the deodorant, and one of them that many people are going to try to like make excuses for and say, oh, like it's not a big deal, it's cologne. You want to go and get rid of that cologne that you're using because I'm telling you, all of these things are just scents and endocrine disruptors destroying your health and testosterone. Second thing is going to be drinking water. Now, not any type of water. Obviously, water is good for you. We all know that. It's simple. But one thing that you want to avoid is tap water. The reason why you want to avoid tap water is because it has birth control in it. You see, what happens is when women take birth control and then they take it through the system and they piss it out, the thing is like there's a chemical called EE2 and it is so tiny that it does not get filtered through the water system. So what happens is you end up drinking it and you end up having low fertility, low testosterone because you don't have a reverse osmosis water system. What I want you to literally do at the end of this video is go to Amazon, search up reverse osmosis water system, and go and buy that right away. I promise you that is one of the best. It is a little bit expensive, $200 to $300, but I promise you that's one of the best investments that you can make for your health. And also, do not drink out of plastic. Drink out of stainless steel or glass. The next thing is going to be canned food. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure it's BPA free. Same thing goes with plastics. But what you want to be careful is a lot of times these brands, these plastic bottles, whatever it's going to be, are going to say BPA free, but then they have BPS in it. They have all this other random stuff in it. What I want you to do is just honestly avoid plastic. Canned food, you got to be very careful with. Just make sure everything that you are getting is not going to have this harmful estrogen. Next thing is going to be products grown conventionally. You see, a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to claim to eat clean, which they might think that they are. And honestly, I don't blame them for thinking they are eating clean when they're eating, a bunch of vegetables, meat, this and that. But the thing is, you have to be careful these days, even with vegetables, even with fruit, because they're going to be putting pesticides, they're going to be putting herbicides, all of this stuff, which is absolutely detrimental to your health. So you got to be careful with even fruit and vegetable. You got to go organic. For my rule of thumb is go organic for the fruit and vegetables that you're eating the skin of. If you're not eating the skin, for example, what's a good example? An orange, I guess it's not going to be like the worst thing for you because you're not eating the skin. But if you're eating something like berries, strawberries, apples, like you want to go organic for those. Next thing is going to be kitchen products. So this is going to be including pans, Teflon pans, and it's going to be including Many plastic containers, like I said, just avoid plastic, avoid BPA, BPS, all that stuff. Go glass for anything, even your clothing. You're wearing polyester clothing from head to toe. Get rid of that. Go for cotton, linen. Go for natural materials that God made, not that a laboratory made. I always say that, but it's just what you need to be doing. Also, the dish soap that you're using, all these things, I mean, it's common sense. Just go look at your kitchen, go look at your bathroom, go look at your room, and get rid of anything that you may suspect is going to be bad for you. The last thing is going to be cleaning products. So this is going to be laundry detergents, cleaners, all of that stuff. Honestly, my family thought I was crazy when I brought home a clean laundry detergent. But the thing is, you have to realize that you're smelling it all day long. Of course, it is going to be harmful for you. So you got to just switch to a natural one. And overall, avoid endocrine disruptors. If you want to learn more, I have a full guide for absolutely free. Link in description. It's called the Non-Toxic Life Protocol. I highly recommend you get that. All right, so the second thing that you need to be optimizing is your sleep. And I have the three things that you need to be doing here. First one, avoid blue light. So what you want to do is go and order blue light blocking glasses. The reason why is because at night, when you're scrolling on your phone, and don't lie to me and say you don't scroll, 99.9% of people scroll on their phone at night. When you're scrolling on your phone and you're looking at all of this blue light, your melatonin is getting messed up, which means you're not going to have as much deep sleep. And you got to realize that sleep is literally the builder of testosterone. When you're sleeping, you're going to have more. When you're sleeping more, you're going to have more testosterone. So really focus on avoiding blue light at night. Wear those glasses every single night. Do not skip a night. I'm telling you. The second thing that you want to be doing is sleeping in darkness. What I personally just invested in is a pair of blackout curtains. It costs like what, $10, $15, but I promise you the difference is crazy. You sleep at night, absolutely no light. Your body is supposed to be sleeping in darkness, and I promise you, you will have more deep sleep. You'll have more energy in the morning when you wake up. And the third thing that you want to be doing is optimizing your circadian rhythm. So how do you do this? Well, the first thing that you want to do is build a consistent sleep schedule. You got to wake up and sleep at the same time every single day. Even on Saturday, even on Sunday, even on Friday, when you want to sleep in a little bit more, whatever it's going to be, pick a time that you could go to sleep and you could wake up every single day. Obviously, you want to aim for, excuse my A is kind of horrible, but 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. Every single night. No exceptions. Like I said, sleep is a builder of testosterone. What you want to be doing next is waking up and getting sunlight in the morning. Now, this is something that a lot of people are going to ignore, but I'm telling you, it is very beneficial. And even myself, I kind of like make the excuse, oh, I don't need to, but I promise you, it makes a big difference because it kind of just resets your circadian rhythm, your clock. You got to realize your body is like a clock. It's like a timer. It tells you when to wake up and when to go to sleep. And getting sunlight in the morning is an indicator that you're awake and that it's going to help you have more melatonin at night. Also, exercise, avoid caffeine during the day, avoid scrolling on your phone at night. It's honestly the simple stuff that I don't really need to go over too much, but really optimize your sleep because I promise you that is one thing many people are lacking with, but you got to realize so many things, so many good things happen to your body when you sleep more. Third thing is going to be diet. Now, many people, their diet looks like this. Just pure BS ingredients. So I broke it down to 2 steps. First step is going to be remove these ingredients. It's pretty simple. Look at what you're putting inside of your cart. Is it filled with garbage crap that your body is not supposed to be consuming? Or is it filled with things that is actually good for you? It's really simple. Yeah, many people are going to ignore it. Many people are going to eat this for breakfast. I mean, come on. Do you really want to start your morning with 50 grams of sugar? It's literally just eat the foods that God made. Eat the vegetables, the fruits, the meats, all of these things that humans have been eating for hundreds of years. Do not be eating this BS crap because I promise you're going to have acne. You're going to be low energy. You're going to be feeling tired. All of these things just because you wanted to have a little sweet treat, your little dopamine receptors are going high, all of this, whatever. You need to avoid this stuff. Literally, like, a lot of people are going to make the excuse as well, like, I don't have the money to invest in healthy groceries. Brother, you're spending $5 on cereal. You're spending $5 on a bag of chips that is not good for you. You're spending $20 on fast food. Just remove the BS ingredients from your life. I promise you'll feel better. Second thing that you want to do, once you do that, once you avoid the bad ingredients and you go to a whole foods diet, what you want to do next is, and what a lot of fitness influencers will never tell you, is you want to prioritize your micronutrients because you got to realize that your micronutrients are more important than your macros. So what you want to be eating every single day is one avocado, beef, steak, anything red meat. That's very, very important. A lot of people tell you to eat chicken, all of this, chicken, rice, whatever, broccoli, but you want to actually prioritize this. Red meat, avocado every single day, eggs. You literally like, I promise you, spam eggs. I know that sounds crazy. Spam eggs. I know your mom probably told you something different. When you're eating 4, 5, 6, even up to 8 eggs. I've been eating up to 8 eggs every single day. I promise you, you will wake up feeling crazy. Like right now, I woke up like I feel like insane, bro. I promise you, my thinking is so clear. My speaking is amazing right now, and the reason why is because I'm not putting BS into my stomach anymore. And then what you want to do is supplement vitamin D3 and K2 because many people do not get it from sunlight. Many people are very deficient in it, and that is one of the best things that you can do. Finally, once you got all three of those things in check, this is something that a lot of people are not going to be talking about again, and it is cortisol. You got to realize that cortisol works in conjunction with your testosterone. When you have higher cortisol, you're going to be having less testosterone, and vice versa. When you have high testosterone, you have less cortisol. So I'm going to be going over what causes cortisol and then a quick fix that you could do. I'm not going to go too in depth because I'm going to be making a future video on this, but first thing that you want to do is avoid overtraining. See, I put this picture right here because you have a jogger right here who runs probably what, 20 miles a week, maybe even more, marathon runner, 35 miles. Whoa, good job, whatever. But you got to realize that this stuff is destroying his testosterone, which is why he's so skinny. And this guy over here, he has high testosterone. And the reason why is because he's sprinting. You see, I fell into this trap as well, where I was jogging and I was telling myself like I'm doing something good. A lot of like David Goggins, for example, will run and jog miles and miles. And I was like looking up to him. I was looking up to all these people who are running, and I want to be like a hybrid athlete, is what they call it these days. But again, no one tells you that this makes your cortisol go high. This makes you have less testosterone because your body is not supposed to be in a constant state of stress. So when you're sprinting instead, it's a short 10 to 15 minute workout. You're sprinting, you're taking a 60-second, 90-second rest, and you're sprinting again and repeat for 10 to 15 minutes. You boost your human growth hormone, which means you are going to literally get more jacked. Look at this guy. He's literally jacked. He's shredded. So avoid overtraining. Another thing that people do is they work out for 2 to 3 hours at a time. You literally need to limit your workouts to 45 minutes to an hour 15. I have people coming up to me asking me like, oh, why are your workouts so short? When you're dialed in, your diet and mentally, and you go in the gym and you don't talk to other people and you actually hit your workouts and your sets to failure, I promise you, you don't need any more than an hour. You don't need any more than an hour. Next thing that you want to do is go outside, get some vitamin D, get some sunlight, experience the earth that God made, get some nature inside of your mind, of your head. Studies have shown that when you go outside and you see some green, you reduce your stress, you feel better mentally, your depression risk goes down. Many people, they just stay inside scrolling all day on their phone, but I promise you, that is not the way humans are supposed to live. Go outside to nature, go have fun with your friends outside. Don't be just going to the clubs, casinos, all these things that it's just going to stimulate you and it's going to make your cortisol higher. Do these things, these 4 things that I went over, and I promise you, obviously there's going to be more things that you could do, but this is just the 4 fundamentals that will if you lock in on all these 4 things, you will have 1000 1000 nanograms deciliter testosterone, maybe even potentially more. That is all you need to be doing to get crazy levels of testosterone. That is all for this one. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. Like I said, I am going to be exposing the health industry and giving you content that is actually going to help you, not soft content that you want to be hearing from these soy boys. I'm going to be giving the real education. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you.